Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kimberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Jazz is a unique form of music with profound influence and a rich history. Let's take a look at a novel that features jazz today and turn the spotlight on Jake Lamar's Viper's Dream. In 1936, 19-year-old Clyde Viper Morton leaves his home in Alabama and travels to New York City to follow his dream of becoming a famous jazz trumpeter. The Harlem Renaissance has brought the best of jazz music to the city, and Viper is eager to make his name there. He soon learns, though, that he doesn't have the talent to play Harlem's jazz clubs, not even as part of a larger band. He doesn't want to go back to Alabama, so he accepts an acquaintance's offer to take a job in a barber shop. That decision soon draws Viper into some of the darker things happening in Harlem at the time. Marijuana is all but openly sold, and the dealers all have arrangements with the local police so they can do business. A man like Viper, who's young, smart, and somewhat adventurous, can make a very good life for himself, but it's also dangerous. It's a matter of gauging whom to trust, of making the right decisions, and knowing the right people. And over the years, Viper does very well. He has plenty of money, a reputation, and he even finds a chance at love. But everything comes with a price. And as the story goes on, Viper will have to decide what's most important to him, what he's willing to sacrifice, and what he's willing to do. So, what are the elements in this story? What holds it together? Well, as I say, this is a story, as much as anything else, about jazz. Jazz is woven throughout the novel. There are mentions of jazz's greatest names, and Viper meets a number of them. There's also a playlist that suggests a number of iconic jazz songs, and there's a connection in the novel with the Paris jazz scene. Even though Viper doesn't become a jazz star himself, he loves the music, and that love permeates the novel. The story takes place between 1936 and 1961, mostly in Harlem, and we get a very strong sense of the place. Lamar traces the changes in the area over time, too, as well as the changes within jazz music. Viper sees these changes, and we follow along as he absorbs them. The story is told from Viper's point of view, third person, past tense. So we also see how he changes over the years, from a young, eager would-be trumpet player to an older, more hardened man. We follow his thinking and his experiences. This is a gritty, uncompromising novel of the Black experience in Harlem and at its underbelly. There is violence, and although it's not particularly protracted, some of it is severe, and it is part of the story. The story doesn't exactly have a traditional happy ending either, where things are set right again, but the story is realistic. This isn't a whodunit sort of a crime novel. There are plenty of crimes, including murder, in the novel, so in that sense, it's very much a crime novel. But there's little mystery about who does what. That said, though, there are plot twists and surprises. The story isn't told in strictly chronological order. One timeline follows Viper's life through the decades. The other begins in 1961. Towards the end of the novel, the two timelines catch up with each other. That said, it's clear throughout the book when different things happen and what happens when. Viper's Dream is the noir story of a man's journey through adulthood in the exciting, dangerous, music-filled world of Harlem in the early to mid-20th century. It features the choices he makes and their consequences, the dangerous side of the city, a look at the underworld of the times, and the joy of jazz music. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kimberg. Thanks for watching.